Hello everyone and welcome to Amsterdam, the Netherlands. You're watching the Rfpw and the return of the Premier League's week number 3 is here. I'm going to kick off tonight with, or this afternoon, whatever you're watching, with the Women's Premier League, and we're going to witness Kimberley Blight, leader of the Order of Merit and World Championship, has won against Mercedes Ricci and Ursula Neumann in the first 2 weeks, and therefore score points 2 times 2 equals 4. Now, for those wishing to know, the top 4 out of the round robin stage will get an advancement into the final show. And that final show will comprise of 2 semi-finals and the final. The winner of the Premier League winning 1,350 Fantasy Euros. Position number 8 will get 200 Fantasy Euros for the ranking. Hashtag WPL Week 3. And the opponent for tonight is Miya Kage. She won against Ryka, Karamba and Cindy Blake, also tallying it up to 4. Hello to viewers around the world, and if you're watching this live, thank you very much for tuning in. It's going to be fantastic. Tonight, first off, the Women's Premier League, and after that, the Premier League following directly. On YouTube, you will be able to watch this separately. But we encourage you to watch our Twitch to directly support us, and you can directly support us by going towards our website, checking out the ads. That will always help. Let's take a look at how this first match will develop here today. Looking at me, Kage off to a good start. Ooh, that is painful. Let's take a look at that. Oh, good. Good start there. But Kimberley Blight now with... Oh, damn. Don't know what happened there, honestly, but that looks very strange. But look at that, she's got it hooked. Will that be it? Who knows? Maybe it is. And we gotta direct some traffic before we forget. Oh, we have to turn off on this one actually. Nearly forgot to turn on the butts. That would help. Lovely package there. Oh, what a punch right into the face. Hashtag very painful. Let's take a look at what we've got here. No, 2 count. And that's a lovely tolerable power slam by Miya Kage. And she wins the match. That means we've got our first woman up to 6. And thus Miya Kage now takes the lead in the Premier League. And we will update the scores immediately, so that is going to be good. Win, and that is a loss. That puts Kage to 6. Good. I'm good. Rick's doing fine as well. So yeah, we're doing great. The husband and wife is doing fine. In this case, I'd be the wife then. But other than that, no, we're doing fine. We're doing pretty great. Miya Kage, the winner here. And we move on Now, with the runner-up of the last Premier League, well, no, last Wrestling Grand Prix, my apologies, and the woman who managed to get a win last week, so, or earlier this week even. It's been quite a crazy schedule, so you tend to get caught up in things. But let's meet Ryka Karamba. She's on 2 points. She won against women's champion Ursula Neumann, but lost to Miya Kage. So the question is, how do we go on from there? I think there's a magnificent start for nearly everybody in the Women's Premier League. Only Mercedes Ricci and Ursula Neumann, Anthony Blake are still left on 0. So that might cause some forms of trouble. But Ryka Karamba is doing well, and I hope you all at home are doing fine as well after the holiday season. If you missed it, you could have watched Women's Night Out 29 on Twitch or on YouTube, where Ryka Karamba was in action and lost to Miya Kage again. And we saw the return of the woman she's going to face today with Christina Jane, who was taken out unfighting backstage by Athena, made a return, and Christina Jane faced Athena once again. So go check out Women's Night Out 29. You could have also witnessed Charlie Evans versus Ginny, Cy Brookside versus Jazzy Garbutt, and Mercedes Ricci and Lori Lopez defending the women's tag team titles against Santana Garrett and Kaylee Ray. And so Christina Jane is back. Went 1-on-1 with Athena. Now she has a second match this week in the Premier League. Christina Jane currently on 2 points. Won against Mercedes Ricci and lost to Tarice Backho. Oh yeah, we got that still. We have to update those emojis and emoticons to possibly make them animated as well, so we can get something with subscriptions going on. But, oh, look at that. Christina Jane. Ooh. Harsh landing on the back. But we are having a stacked January. We're taking a look at our schedule. We've got 4 fight nights for you. We've got the Premier League's 4 weeks. And then we have the Dead End pay-per-view at the end. So we have around 9 or 10 shows this month alone. And yeah, we're looking at the best things that are happening currently in our Rfpw. We're also looking at it's going to be fun. Fun month ahead. Oh, look at that. Can Christina G make it? No. Looking towards the end of the season, 3 months left to go. Who will be the world champions at the end of the season? And who will be the uncrowned champions of past years, which we haven't crowned so far? That will also be known during the championship playoffs. And the 2022 season is only even going to get better. Look at that. Till the Willpower Slam. Good. Lord, that's going to be painful. From the top rope, Christina Jane, oh, went for a moonstomp. That didn't work. So she's getting an upper hand over Ryka Karamba. Let's take a look at what's coming from that. Lovely work there. Deep work on the arm. Might that be a submission victory? Ryka Karamba's trying to get at. Can she go for the road break, or does she have to tap? No, neither one of them. Christina Jane lost the grip. Don't forget, tomorrow evening we will be back We're fighting at 184. And Christina Jean wins. Yeah, that was no surprise there, considering what went on in the match. But fighting at 184, and I can tell you that we've got two amazing championships on the line. The women's title is on the line as Ursula Neumann defends against Athena, who won the Wrestling Grand Prix of the Americas, therefore the number one contender. And the Rainbow Lollipops in that main event, defending their tag team titles against the Church of Light. Furthermore, you will see Karamba go 1-1 with Chris Brooks. Architect goes 1-1 with Keith Owens. Miya Kage against Christina Jane. William Eve against TK Cooper. Jason T. Hendricks against Jay Charleston. And Dallas, Rfpw for champion, has something to say. Now we move forward with match number 3 out of 4 of this Women's Premier League. So we tally a Christina Jean win over Ryka Karamba, and that puts her to 4 points. Ryka Karamba losing to Christina Jean, and that's added into the table, which you can find on RagingFalconProWrestling.fandom.com. And again, RagingFalconProWrestling.fandom.com. Here is one half of the former Women's Tag Team Champions. This was taped prior to the Women's Night Out special. Of course, she can't be too happy that she's lost those tag team titles to Santana Garrett and Kaylee Ray right now. As I said, this recorded prior to that special and to Fight Night. But the conga line was in full swing. Everybody happy. And that's the way it should be. Ricci, always a dancing diva from Rio, Brazil. So far, not a good start for the former Women's Tag Team Champion. Lost to Kimberley Blight, her former tag team partner, and to Christina Jane. So she's been looking to get her first points on the board. All questions regarding Rfpw are welcome, including how can I join, how can I find you, what are your socials, everything of that. You can let us know. But also subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find all our shows if you've missed them on Twitch since 2014. Some exceptions, but those are small. And now comes in Tarice Backho, who went from Barcelona, Spain. She's won 2 matches against Cindy Blake, and Christina Jean is on 4 points and could share the lead with Miya Kage if she wins here tonight. The potential, of course, is up to 14 points. Looks to me that if you get towards 8 or 10 points, I think 8 would be the margin to be safe. That would mean you have 4 wins, 3 weeks to go. Likely to be safe there. So Miya Kage on that threshold already. But anything can happen every week in and out. So you don't know how it's going to go. Look at that. Oh, Tillwell backbreaker. Women's Premier League full steam ahead. Same prize money as the men. No difference there because they earn it. Only difference with Wrestling Grand Prix. No points for the World Championship. This is merely a money matter. And money does matter for that order of merit. On the top rope now. But, oh, I thought Tarice Backho had it because the referee was waving, but Ricci does escape. Can Ricci find at first 2 points? Of course, bringing back the women's tag team titles was a great feature of her. Held this title in total for 25 days. Oh, look at that. Ricci's fighting back. Wonderful job right there. Oh, she's got up. Back to the inside. Look at it. Oh, that's hard. Oh, look at that. Tarice Backho with a lovely splash. No, 2 counts. Didn't know what we could expect, but that is it. I think this should be over quite so easily now. And that is it. Tarice Backho gets her 3rd victory over Mercedes Ricci. Puts her to 6. Mercedes Ricci stays on 0. And that might spell problems for a possible elimination out of the Premier League early on. Let's take a look at the scores now prior to the final matchup of today. With Cindy Blight going 1-1 with Ursula Neumann, both on 0. Tarice Backho, Miya, Kage, safely out with 6. Kimberley and Christina G now with 4. Ryka, Karamba with 2. Mercedes Ricci 0. Already haven't endured that third matchup. That is going to be problematic if you want to advance into the top 4 to go to the final stages. Don't think she had that in her mind when she started that. But that is the way the life could go. You win some, you lose some. And now we move on to that main event of this week's Women's Premier League. Cindy Blight 1-1 against Ursula Neumann. Who you got? Who you think's gonna win? Let it be known in the chat so we can respond to your predictions. Back in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, once again. Now it's time for Cindy Blight. She's come off a loss against Tarice Backho and Miya Kage. No surprise there. Those are the 2 leaders currently of the Premier League. So on paper they are the tougher opponents of the moment. And this is going to be the relegation duel. Judgment Day might come sooner than expected this year's Premier League. For those wishing to know how did the last Women's Premier League go? That was in 2016. That's when we had 4 women involved. And we saw Candice LeRae, Erica Lay, Melanie Gray and Viper involved, with Melanie Gray defeating Viper in that final, taking away 2,500 fantasy euros back then. That was a whole different ball game. Was the total prize was 5,000, still is 5,000, but now is the same. And there will be rules in place for 2022 when it comes to prize money based on the viewership of all those shows combined, based on the TV ratings as we call it. Ursula Neumann, the women's champion, also 2 losses to Kimberley, Blight and Ryka Karamba. Also, no surprise as they are the top 2 of the women's order of merit for the World Championship. But it all goes away and it all fades away. But what doesn't fade away is Rfpw will be here forever. Because you can't let you go and you can't let us go. Look at that. Ursula Neumann off to a strong start, but Cindy Blake takes over in this exchange of things. On a serious note, I think that problem might be spelling out for both of these ladies. Both urgently need that first victory. After that, only 4 chances remain. And it's not going to be easy to overcome. But might Ursula Neumann have it here? She might. It might be enough. No, it isn't. Unless she's trying. Lovely turnaround there by Cindy Blake. Bashing it in. Oh. Not the best situation you could have. You want to make sure that you get this done and dusted really soon. Oh man. Oh god, that's tough for the women's champion. I think she really has a tough spot there. Oh, look at that. There's Ursula Neumann. Might she bring the turnaround? She might have. Referee was out of position. 2. That might have cost it. But Cindy Blake doesn't give up. She just keeps going. Oh, look at that. Neumann out with a neck breaker. Is it enough? Maybe it is. Who knows? Looks to get close and close to the end. These women are really giving it their all. Yes, they are. And there it is. Sydney Blight just might have received the final gift of life to try and take it as a Neumann. And no! 2 count. That was real close. But no cigar there. Up she goes, and what goes up must come down. And it does, my goodness. Blake happy with that. But she's got to try and fight for that win. Double time clothesline. And follow up with a double leg drop kick. Here goes Blake. Boom. What does she do to follow it up? She's got to reel soon if she wants that victory. And she does. The Bulldog now. Still no cover though. Don't really understand it. And there's the counter clothesline by Ursula Neumann. But Blake, does she have fight left in her? Lights went out for a very long time. Well, they didn't went out for a very long time, but for the first time in a long time. Look at that. I think that is it. Ursula Neumann might have it here. And she does. Ursula Neumann takes victory over Sydney Blake. And that means Ricci and Blake leave empty-handed after week 3. Ryka, Karamba, Ursula Neumann on 2. Christina, Jane and Kimberley on 4. Tarice, Backho and Miya Kage lead after 3 weeks with both 6 points. We'll be taking a short break after this, but don't go anywhere because in half a minute we'll be back. And then we'll be back with the Men's Premier League. Have to do the rest of the shows with no light. Yeah. I always forget to pay my light bills because it gets run out by the pyros. You damn running at my light bill. And that is the Women's Premier League. We'll have a short break and we'll be right back.